Hello guys, welcome to my channel Genetic Coding. In today's video, we will discuss how to deal with ListView.builder, and also we will learn how to integrate dynamic content which come from the server in the ListView and show it onto the screen. So for fetching the data, we have to be integrate two packages. First of all, dio package. We can fetch the data independently with the dio package. What in this video I want to show you how to use any state management with this. So a state management provider also add. You can get these two packages from the pub.dev website. For our purpose, now we will make our screen. So I will give a name screen like list view demo. So I will come back after creating the screen. Okay, now our screen is made up. I will call this screen in our main file. So your main file will look like something. So in home tag, just call your screen. After that, we will run our app. Now our app is in running state. So what is the error? Okay, we have not expanded our list view, because whenever we use list view in the column, then we have to be tell to the list view that occupy all the space in the column. So we use here expanded. So here it is, our static list view is ready. What now we are using the JSON placeholder API for fetching the data from the server, this website, and we'll use this URL. Here when you change the page number, you will get another comment. So I am using this URL for this tutorial. So now we will made our provider. So create your class which is named list data provider dot. Anything you can give your name for your provider. Any name you want to give your provider, you can. I am giving here list data provider and extend with change notifier provider, and mention this provider in our main.dart file. So for mentioning, we have to be wrap this visit with a visit which is called multi provider. Here we add provider. It is change, our provider is change notifier provider. Here we call our list data provider. Now we have integrate our provider here. Now in our provider, we will make our method for fetching the data from the server. So give it name get post response, and here we will get our page number. What is page number here? You can see here we will changing here 1 2 3 and 4 and so on. I change this number in this URL, then I got different type of post IDs comment. In our list, we will update it dynamically in this video. So for this purpose, I am creating a construct URL. So copy this URL from here and paste it here. Now our one thing is changing here, which is page number. So I am passing this page number here. Okay, we are using here dio package for getting the response. So we will use where dio obj is equal to dio object. Now we have got our object of dio package. So we will call this URL and get the response. So response await dioviso.get. Here we will pass our URL. Now we want to print this response here, so we can check if our URL is working or not. If this will working, then we will go further. So I will call this method from our screen, which is called ListView.demo. So you have to make your list view demo screen, where we want to define our list view a stateful visit, because we will going to update our visit frequently in future. So here I will override a method init state like that, and make a method get data. Here just call your method which we already defined in our list data provider. So we will call here await. Why we call await here? Because we want to wait until until our data is not loaded in our class. So await, here we call provider dot of which type of provider? List data provider. Here it is. Now we call context and listen false. Here now we call here get post response. Here we call our static page number. After some time we will make it a dynamic. So now I am giving here page number 1, and for page number we will pass this value here. Okay, now we have successfully integrated our API. So it's time to check it. Oh, before that we have to be mention this method here in its state, so that we can call this method, and this method will call our get response method in our list data provider, and list data provider will perform the request on the server. Okay, so we will here use future.delay. So it will take some time for fetching the data, so we will delay for duration like microsecond. We will wait for 100 microsecond while calling the get data method. Okay, so now we will call it. Now you can see that our method has get the data from the server. Now come back to your list view provider. Now we have to be parse it in a list, and list will be a particular type of model class. So what will be that model class? In our case, this is our response, and we want to generate response. In our case, this is our response from the server, so we will make our model class based on this response. So go to website which is called JSON dart. Here just paste your response which is come from your server, and we will give it name post response. Okay, like that we will got here our response. Now go back in Android Studio and make a class list view, make a class which is name as model class, and paste it here. I'm already created the model class from the response we got from the server, so that we can save some time while discussing this concept. Okay, so I'm already pasted this response here. Now come back to the list view provider. After that we have got the response here. So I am declaring here a list which is type of post response comment here. Now our response will be a response of array, so we can travel it with using of for each loop. So I applying here for each loop, so we will got our element like dynamic response. And before adding it to the our list view, first of all we have to pass this particular element into our post response class. So for post response obj, so post response from JSON, this is the method which we already defined here. From JSON it is saying that I I have required a map of JSON. From that JSON it extract every key and get the value corresponding this key and initialize these value to the variable of class. So here post response from JSON I will pass our element here, and I will add this same object to our list. Okay, here it is. Now we will verify whether our list is accepting the data or not. So here $e.email. Now I will not print this response now, because I am already traversing the post response list and printing the email from it. So now we can see our 5 email is coming here. Now we will modify our method some extent also. Try, I will put all the code in the try catch block, because whenever any type of exception will occur in our code it will handle securely and our application will not crash. This is just for error handling purpose. So paste it in try catch block and make a one more variable wool. So whenever our screen is loading state, we will notify our screen like is loading, make true when our request is in progress. After that, when our request is not in progress, I mean our request is already fulfilled, then I will notify the listener that function has performed its functionality very well, and print e dot toString. Here we will print the exception which may occur in our running state. So now we have make our method clearly and also fetch the data from the server and initialize to our list. Okay, now come back to the list view demo. Here we already get the data, but how to observe this screen that data? So for this purpose we will wrap our scaffold with our consumer. Consumer is a widget which is observe the data changes in the list data provider and inform our widget that some data is changing in the provider. If screen is dependent for that particular data, then it should be revealed. So here our head list data provider. Now a builder method. A builder method will provide us a context and a child, a model, and also child, like that, and we will paste it here. Okay, and this model is same instance of list data provider. Why that? We can access value from the list. So now we will add the item to the list view. So now I will mention item count in the list view equal to the length of we got in our list data provider of post comment. So from model dot we got our post response comment dot length. Now you can see in our screen we have got 5 items, because if you noticed in our comment response here we only got 5 response. So we have got 5 items in our screen. Now we want to more decorative item here. Okay, now we made the item. How we made it? First of all, I just make a function which return a visit. So I make a container. In container I applied the decoration like border radius and border color, and in it I apply the margin and padding. Here I got the column, and now I give here some text. So here it is, like that. Now I want to show the content which is coming from the server. So we have got the post comment list, and in comment list we got the obj of particular index. So we got our post response here, obj. Now we will pass here model dot post response index, and we will apply the content here, obj dot email here. Now our email is mentioning here. We will also apply another data here. So I am using circle avatar child text obj dot id. Here it is. Post id is same. I think we have to be apply id here. Yeah, id is changing here. Now we can also apply here two more text like name and body. So here it is. Now we have got 5 items. What take a notice on this situation. Whenever I change this like 2, I got 2 post IDs. Whenever I pass 3, I got 3 post ID 3, and ID will be different. So how you get next page number data? So for this we implement here listener, which is called scroll controller listener, and we will apply here pagination. Now we want to apply a pagination here, or we can see we want to listen. When we add the age of our list view, then we put another request to fetch next 5 records in our list. So for that purpose we have to implement the listener, and we will implement this listener using the scroll controller. How we can achieve that? Just made where scroll controller. So it is scroll controller here, like that. For this purpose, we have to make our listener. So make this listener here. So first of all, we will check scroll controller dot position dot pixel. I mean, if the pixel of list view scroll controller dot position dot pixel is equal to scroll controller dot position dot max scroll extent, it is saying that when our position is maximum, like list view has got its maxed item in it and we are at the edge of list view, from there we cannot scroll further, where we will increase our page number plus 1 and make another request of get data here. So it is the listener. How we can attach this listener to scroll controller? For this purpose, here call your scroll controller and add listener here, like that. Now attach this controller to our list view. Why? Calling controller tag. Here it is. Hope you understand. Now I think everything is integrated. Now rerun it. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now you can see when we are at the edge, it is get the 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And now we got 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. But it is some kind of weird thing, like it is not indicating that it is going to fetch data from the server. For this purpose, we apply some changes here, like whenever request is in progress, it will show some type of circular progress indicator here, so that we can show to the user that the request is going to perform here. So for this purpose, here implement like that logic model dot is loading. If it is in loading state, then get increase its index by 1, otherwise give it 0 here. And here if our index is equal to model dot post response dot length, then in the center we will apply circular progress indicator, like that. Now you can see, here it is. You can see a circular progress indicator which is indicating us that the request is going on, and after request will complete, the data will load here. Now when you scroll your screen, you can see here our control is indicating that further 5 items is fetching from the server. Here it is. Now you can scroll back for your previous data, and whenever you get at the max scroll extent of your list view, then another request get again and next 5 items added to our list. How you can check that? Now you can check how we can understand why this way. You can listen to the scroll controller and check the list view max scroll extent, and you can call for the further request for fetching the data from the server. Now I want to show you one situation here, like that. Here we got our 5 items. What? We are now unable to scroll our screen because we have not enough content to scroll the list view. Because our list will scroll when the data is out of the screen. Here how we can tell to the server that we have to be required more data to fill our list view. Here come the role of visit binding, or we can say post frame callback. For this purpose, make a method which name is check if more data needed. I will make it asynchronous. Here I will check scroll controller dot position dot pixel equal to it means it is at the starting position. Scroll controller dot position minimum scroll extent, like we are at the starting of the list because we are unable to scroll in the list, so our scrolling position is at the starting point. If it is happen, then page number we will update our page number and make request to the get data. And how you manage to call this method? We will call this method immediate when we perform the request, when initializing the visit. So here we call then, here we call check if needed. Now here it is. Now our screen is scrollable and our next data is coming from the server. Now, so these were the concept we discussed in this video. In this video we discuss how we can attach data to our list view dynamically, and how to work with scroll controller with list view, and how to get another request from the server after scrolling to the max scroll extent, and also handle the situation in some kind of cases when our get data is not enough to cover the entire screen. So for that purpose we apply post frame callback. If you got any type of knowledge from this video, please subscribe my channel and like this video and share with your friends. Thank you.